Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Heresy. Mezoa looms. But first, you had 77 days in space. Whole lot of warp travel. And while we've gone over the big events and seen that you survive all of them, there are opportunities for you to do things. Or each other. Or turn each other into things. Or put things into each other. Or whatever.
Or vent the ship.
Yes, fortunately, that's right at the very end of it, and was relatively quickly subdued. So, you know, it's fine. Everything is fine. Nobody's dead.
Do the dead still talk to me?
They will. Yes.
Because I rolled a 100, I kinda hoped it'd go away.
I mean, it might go away, but the dead are just going to keep talking to you. I mean, all of you are dead. Your bodies just haven't stopped yet. It's how the Inquisition works, baby.
I mean, when you put it like that, it makes me feel less terrible. It actually makes me feel pretty great. I can't die, I'm immortal!
Once one has accepted mortality, mortality is nothing to fear.
Alternatively, scratch the Grim Reaper behind the ears and call him a good girl, and then he flees and you get to stick around forever.
Pretty sure that was the Deadpool strategy.
Essentially. Just kept NTRing Thanos until Thanos cursed him to never be allowed to see death.
Then Thanos sold himself to Disney so he could become a better character. He still couldn't get the girl.
Yep. So, let's start with Eloa.
No.
Yes.
Never.
Yes. Of the big things you have had to be doing is helping Eclectic with her memory issues.
Oh my god, so many rolls. I'm starting out this session with one fate point left.
Oh, so that's what all those rolls were about? But you're
I
just
got
spamming buttons.
No. Merz had me go and do a bunch of stuff. I spent so many fate points. I did end up getting 44 degrees of success on the last bit, though.
Well, that's good.
Yes. That was like... Okay, in the time frame available, you have 8 opportunities to, get lore and roll things left. Just roll Forbidden Lore Admech that many times and tot up your DOS. And it's 40 bloody 4.
Oh my god, that scrutiny was really making me scream.
But it was productive, for you will find that when you examine Eclectic, get her to open her head up so you can start doing brain scans. You'll find that her brain is very interesting. It is made of a liquid crystal structure that physically it is formed much like an actual Eldar brain would be. like pretty much as if whoever made this body for her did just mash crystals into the shape of an Eldar brain, and then just. But while it has that shape, the electrical impulses you pick up running through it, they don't match brain scans of Eldar. They are much more in line with an actual human's electrochemical impulses. And actually doing some further tests, there's a third layer to it. One, you can't recognize an unknown xenoform. However, it is just as different from the Eldar or human as a human is from the Eldar. She is running just an unknown think on, an unrecognizable program on human software on Eldar hardware.
Oh, so this is running Vista.
Like how Snippy and I went to the same place.
High five.
Yes. I mean, essentially, maybe Necron. Probably not. Because how old she purports to be, there weren't Necrons back then, at least none around. Officially, as far as anyone is aware. Indeed. But yes, your analysis of these suggests that, well, she shouldn't have memories. She shouldn't have thoughts. None of this makes sense as to how it works. These are vastly incompatible brain bits.
Fascinating. Eloa will say that just like the legendary ancient Admech Spock. It was only just slightly mutated. It's fine. We don't talk about it.
One of those legendary half Eldars that got retconned out.
And as well, right, there was a bit more, and then I completely blanked on it. Right, yes. But there is some good news as well. As examination is finished and can turn to doing some research on her. Just go through all of your files, trying to find something as a suitable baseline to start with. I'll come across a couple of things so you can start formulating a process by which whatever incompatibility or damaged segments are limiting her access to her memories. You just are a hell of a lot of you are almost done in calculating that by the time you reach Mezoa. And you also find, just tucked away in one of the files, a reference to the Cyclone Lords, the organization or group that Eclectic is aware of for having, not is aware of, but the organizational group that installed some form of memetic safeguard in Eclectic. Referenced in a tome on the Legio's Cybernetica, the great battle automata hosts of the Mechanicum. The Masters of Damned Cyclothrath. And this is the part where I would tell you to click the spoiler in RDMs, but I know you already did it, so.
Well, you sent it to me, and as soon as you sent it to me, I clicked it, and you're like, "Oh, so click this whenever," and I was like, "I already read it."
So, make of that knowledge as you will.
Alright. Eloa is going to ping Narcia.
Yes, hello.
Meet me in engineering, if you would.
Absolutely. Shoot you back in ETA depending on what part of the ship I'm on.
You're just rocking back and forth, hugging your knees in your quarters.
Clutching my railgun tight to my chest. Waiting for something to catch on fire so that I may shoot it. I know it's not gonna make anything better.
What happens when you catch on fire?
The railgun detonates. Also, goodbye, Merz.
The
Yes.
railgun's gonna shoot out the projectile with so much force, it's gonna fucking suck all the oxygen out of the room and put out the fire.
If you put a hole through your compartment wall, that will also suck all the air out and put the fire out.
Yes, that's the plan. No, fire's gonna kill me.
Okay, Jeff, calm down.
Fire's not gonna kill me, only I can kill me.
With fire.
So, after regaining my composure, it's not gonna last for long, by the way. Heading straight over to the engineering. Eloa! Lovely to see you.
Follow me. Eloa's gonna lead her to a secure room that she... we don't have to go through the whole rigmarole of Eloa making a place unlistenable. We've done that so many times. She does that again.
Yep.
I really hope that one of these days you're just gonna find something.
Eclectic isn't an Eldar. Not really.
So...
Her, the brain structure is near enough, but it is modeled after humans. And there is a software that I do not understand. That this is such an impossibility that only the greatest minds of the age of technology could have created.
So... She's not Eldar, but Skana is. She's not human, but
Correct.
Skana is.
And then she's part something that I do not understand. I believe it to be an echo of the dark age of technology.
So... Can you describe that part? Or maybe you have any recorded material on it? I could take a look on it.
Eloa will... Of course, all this conversation is happening technolingua, and Eloa is just going to beam over the encrypted information.
The reason why I'm asking you this, esteemed Magos, Eloa, is because this might not be... I mean, it might be from... Definitely is from the dark age of technology, but it just might not be human.
And one more thing. The Cyclone Lords.
Oh, I've heard of those guys.
It was very difficult for me to uncover this. Someone or something has gone through great lengths to wipe them from the collective knowledge of the Mechanicum. They were a set of Archmagi upon damned how do you say that, Merzendi?
Cyclothrath.
Cyclothrath, that wore that name. The Omnissiah weeps that hell sees them, for genius without limits was in their works.
Oh, you might want to take a sit down. Because, yeah, their genius has, Oh god, where do I begin? I do indeed know of that planet. And I do have a couple of theories as to why it's wiped literally off the face of all of our maps. So, the popular theory, which, it's of course me being facetious, there is no popular theory on that particular planet, is that during the Great Horus Heresy, this particular planet did not want to align itself with Imperial interests, so it just kind of made a device and fucked off into the warp. Where it still remains to this very day, because we've had reports of people dealing with a planet in the warp, a planet that can only be reached by sorcery.
They are Dark Mechanicum then.
Exactly! Dark Mechanicum that has probably managed to transition an entire fucking planet into the warp and make it remain there, stable, while still pumping out whatever horrific nonsense they could come up with.
Stable in the warp. Only
Stable enough.
the only stable areas in the warp are within the Xenos webway.
Either
From which
that or they just have a massive fucking stealth uh, jump gate from the dark age of technology that takes them to a very remote part of space. I like my theory better.
it makes sense then. That phrase, the Omnissiah weeps that hell sees them.
No, I haven't compiled any records on them for obvious reasons. They would trigger a bunch of sensors in our automated systems. But if you want a couple of more notes on that planet, like potential locations, could be at, and just a written report of this. I can get you one.
Give me all you can.
Oh, with pleasure.
For Eclectic was made before their treachery, but their knowledge would be of great use to the Imperium, and if they have truly turned to the worship of the Dark Gods, then they should be purged.
And
There is
purged
no
for
greater
what?
threat to the Mechanicum than our own fallen brethren.
Yeah, since we're the only ones that know how to make all the fun toys. Anyways, Merz, should I throw a Necron lore at this to see if Eclectic does actually have any Necron bits in her head? Is there anything I can do? Or do I just use Archaeotech?
You can roll Necron with a -40.
There's no way I'm getting this. Oh, wow. Close.
Mm. There are similarities, but nothing definitive, and well, it's hard to say, give it at best, because of how little information on the Necron is known by anyone. It's not so different that you can outright dismiss it, but it's not so similar that you to what is known that you can say for sure. It might be a previously unknown type of Necron programming. It might be something else that has just converged similarly.
Just keep that in the back of my head for now. Well then, while we're having this wonderful talk about the whereabouts, the Cyclonian Wrath, because I refuse to use the actual name they assigned to that planet. It sounds entirely too silly. I have been taking a look at the pictures you beamed over, and I have to say, no real idea what I'm looking at. My suspicion was probably Necrontyr. Well, I look similar. It probably actually isn't Necrontyr. There's no possible way they could. They've managed to interface Necron tech with Eldar and human tech. This is probably indeed, as you said, good old human archaeotech. God, the thought of these people, the people that made this, still being around and on our side is not very comforting, I have to say.
Indeed. How many of them have achieved dark apotheosis, we cannot say.
And at least one calls himself the Serpent. Pretty cool nickname. But he's probably cheating. It's probably not true apotheosis. Probably using demonic workarounds. Like a bitch.
The false apotheosis that caused some to be sealed forever within the Noctis Labyrinth.
Ah, God, the labyrinth.
It's fair to say that I know legends about that, right, Merzendi, because of depths of knowledge?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I didn't want to meta to that right there.
I have heard of that specific legend before, but I know absolutely nothing about what you just mentioned.
Eloa spreads her hands. Some knowledge is still locked behind gates that can only be accessed by fabricators. Who died?
Ben Boot.
Oh,
Well, then it's obviously knowledge I'm not gonna need in the future, especially not with all those blueberries running around. Anything else you want me to get for you while I'm looking up dangerous and occult knowledge of the past? Maybe some coffee?
no, thank you. I will
Very
return to
well.
my work.
And I will return to mine.
Thank you for your time, Narcia.
You're quite welcome.
It was most enlightening.
Yeah, we need to talk more often.
It's difficult during warp travel since I do not stay in the quarters.
Yeah, it's usually difficult even under normal circumstances because we have to keep doing all this stuff on the background. But with you maintaining the whole ship and organizing all the Enginseers around it. And me usually doing paperwork.
Well, from the legends I've heard of Mezoa, I'm sure that we'll finally be able to have a small vacation.
That'll be long overdue. And that's that whole scene.
Yep, because I have to use the restroom. Be back.
This reminds me. At some point in this warp, this lovely warp transition, I gotta grab Jeff and show him how to use the railgun, just in case. Because I completely forgot to do it
Makes
last time.
sense.
I assume he wouldn't have any problems with its operation. He's a smart lad. He's a strong lad. And most important of all, a better shot than me. You know, just the little details.
Sure. So this. Yeah, you can teach him how to do that. Gotta say, boss, this is a hella gun. It's
Oh, yes, quite.
could probably put a hole clean through the side of the Chimera.
It can, actually. And not just the Chimera. Think bigger. See all the fun toys humanity has forgot to make over the years. And then remembered. And then got itself to forget again because they don't like sharing their toys. Oh yes, the perks of working in the Inquisition.
Well, fair cop, boss. It is hard to picture, no matter how fast it goes, it's hard to picture this punching into a Ross.
It depends on where you shoot it, really. If you hit the turret ring, any of the sponson guns, the barrel, or the rear armor, or even the threads, you're definitely gonna do some damage. If you hit the front plate face on, you're probably not gonna do much. But you see how accurate this thing is, just how easy it is to just point around.
Oh, yeah.
And unless the Limon Russ has the good sense to hull down, you're probably going to give it a hell of a beating. Not to mention any exposed crew members, because of course we always have that one lieutenant that wants to get out of the hatch and wave his sword around.
Uh, LT's got to be good for something, right?
I guess so. God. Are commissars just very competent and aggressive LTs? That's the wrong gun, but holy shit, he's so good at shooting. Look at him. That probably damages the Goss.
Probably not. Maybe, though.
Doesn't have the pen and the plus 10 damage that the Goss has, but it's just such a chunky roll. And he gets a crit.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of overlap between the Officio Perfectus and LTs. It's just one of them gets paid better.
Oh, God. You know, we wouldn't be giving the LTs so much shit if they didn't deserve it. I keep saying that to myself. And I occasionally feel bad. But only occasionally.
Jeff nods sagely.
Well, I'm thinking, actually. I was thinking of using that on the Chimera. Just to see, but I know better than to do that. And then I thought of shooting up my own Sentinel. But I managed to successfully restrain myself.
Yeah. Would be an impressive shot, though, boss, because at least the Chimera, I'm pretty certain we didn't pack.
I mean, I forget sometimes. Does the Chimera, our specific model of Chimera, have the anti-spalling measures? 'Cause if it doesn't, that's gonna be very messy.
No, it has a mortar.
A mortar is entirely irrelevant to
Yeah, I know, but I mean that's the only upgrade it
anti-spalling.
has.
I know for a fact that my little Sentinel does not have any anti-spalling. Or if it had any, it has been painted off a long time ago. Should probably actually repaint the Sentinel and the Chimera.
Boss, my take on it is this is the best anti-spalling measures we can get. And he reaches over and gently raps on your carapace armor with a knuckle.
I mean, that and the power fields. Oh yes, and the Ceiko we usually have with us. I just remembered! Baltus can do that thing that slows down bullets, like the big dome.
Yeah.
Do have a lot of active and passive defenses. Oh, that reminds me, Jeff, you know what we used to do? Well, the way back in the Dark Ages.
A lot of things.
So imagine a las pistol, like a very powerful las pistol, we had little-ass pistol turrets attached to our vehicles, and they would shoot down incoming projectiles on their own.
Ah.
That was insane. And before that, we used to just strap explosives. We would just explode any projectile that came too close. There would be like an additional armor layer that would just be nothing but explosives.
Yeah. I've seen some sentinels that just have an ERA ring. Would not actually want to drive that, because...
I don't think the chassis can take the pressure of an era package. Who came up with that?
Cadian. I don't remember the lad's name, but he didn't seem to care about the fact that all of his boys, walkers, would probably kill the pilots as soon as someone shot a missile near them.
I'm sure it looked very nice on his requisition form.
Yep. Sure, the medal will look nice on his uniform.
If there is any uniform left.
Oh, you think a major like that would actually be driving one of them? No, he had his little command salamander, but stayed at a reasonably safe distance.
Was very, very indirectly implying he might get fragged at some point. But Cadians are usually... They're not the type to frag their COs, are they?
Nah, they're all too right and proper.
Emperor bless their souls.
I'll give them shit, but they are pretty damn good. We'd all probably be speaking KOCs if it weren't for them purple-eyed gits holding the gate.
They have a front row seat to the galaxy's asshole.
Yes. Not heard it put that way before, boss, but I like it.
I should really, really work on my manners. And the way I articulate myself in front of others. There seem to be a lot more insults and foul language slipping through. But we hadn't really had much use for so-called table manners as of late. Everything we meet is usually trying to either kill us or determined if it can kill us.
Yeah. Hoping that's gonna change when we get to Mezoa, because if they want to kill us, then, well, I think the only ones they struggle with at all is Eloa and the princess.
I've heard Mezoa is lovely this time of year, especially with every other planet being fucked by the Tau. And from all the other things I've heard, I don't think the Tau are actually physically capable of cracking it, so we're gonna have a good time there. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Eh, if I did, that'd be fucking scary. And massively shit for us, because, yeah. You know better than me, you're one with the actual numbers, boss, but way I hear it, Mezoa's world that actually makes all of the ammo for the battle fleet.
Well, my numbers tell me that Mezoa is gonna hold out just fine, but if by some extraneous circumstance the Tau were to find additional forces or another ally willing to double team Mezoa, and Mezoa was to fall, eh, well, we still have them all. The Gothic sector is pretty big, they have a chunk of it. But there wouldn't be many of them left, and there are a hell of a lot more of us.
That's true. There was, back at Bainmore, that fight. That felt like a fucking lot of Tau, boss.
Might have. I mean, there is a lot of Tau, but I'm fairly certain we outnumber them. It's just that with their cowardly tactics and terrifying guns, they kinda manage to equalize things because they sit outside of our weapons range on literally every engagement. That's their entire strategy, both in space, land, sea, and air. But the moment we get in range, they're fucked.
Boss?
Yes?
So you know, like you said, Tau love to stay out of range, and you know their big battle suits with their jetpacks.
Riptides.
Yeah. When we get to Mezoa, you and we need to get Amy a jump pack.
I like the way you think. Oh, yeah, we can certainly work something out.
It's just thinking, like, as it is, she'd have a hell of a time stabbing one if it just decided to fly. So, let's make her fly too.
Jeff, you have a brilliant tactical mind. I'll be honest with you, I had completely forgotten jetpacks even exist. Haven't actually seen one employed in outside of training in the Scala, basically.
Yeah, they are quite the thing to see.
If you can stomach the flying, that is.
I would not want to use one myself, but actually, but actually seeing them, that's this. This ball of heavily armored murder lust just carried toward the enemy on wings of fire. He does a little chef's kiss gesture.
She's quite a thing once it gets going, isn't she? I just realized she's actually so terrifying we locked her inside of a room with a space marine and threw out the key. And then immediately set up a gun line. Because literally every single last one of us was terrified of what's gonna happen when she got through the space marine.
Wait, what do you mean every single one of us?
We
I mean,
did
every
all
single one of us was terrified of you getting through the space marine and then coming to kill us while you were mind controlled.
Oh, I missed all the context of that.
It's all right.
definitely getting her the jump back. I'm laughing so hard this session. But the jump pack on Amy idea was worth it. I want to see this happen.
Okay.
It would be it would be incredibly funny. You've all seen that SFM where the Tau are attacking all of the Cadians, and then the Blood Ravens fall.
Oh yes, yes I have.
It just activates the jetpack, and you just see a Tau frantically running away, and then it's just a little dot becomes huge. Boom!
Knocks him to the ground, steps on him, and then finishes him off with a chainsword.
Oh my god! Up, flying cat girl with an energy sword.
2 energy swords. An energy sword and a magic sword, but
Who's counting?
Flying cat girl who walks in a room and her ass comes in 5 minutes later.
Long cat is long.
DCL. Perfect.
Do it, DCL. Do it, DCL.
Do what?
Get a jump pack when we get to Mezoa so you can fly at the Tau battlesuits.
No. I mean, I should have
Literally-
jumping up for that already, to be
No,
honest.
but they actually fly.
Don't need
This will
flying,
allow
I'm
me
good.
to use you as a tactical projectile.
it also doubles your movement speed.
Wait, just straight up?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
and then
Oh no, I need a
DCL.
jetpack. Holy shit.
You need a jetpack.
Merz knows how to
Well,
persuade
normally, I'm used to
DCL.
jetpacks having set speed, so it's just like, oh, it's always like, oh yeah, I just move faster than a jetpack. It's never, oh yeah, the jetpack just makes you faster.
Look at the chat.
Yeah, because the basically it's always when you switch it on, it's always constantly doing like a low hum, giving you a burst of speed, and then you can actually activate it to gain the flyer 12.
All right, how much influence do I have to spend, and who do I have to kill?
Oh, wait until we get to
It's
Mezoa.
extremely rare, but also, yeah, we need to get to the Forge World. Then we'll
Yes.
buy it for you.
It is being arranged as a present for you, rather than a thing you need to buy yourself.
Fair enough.
Exactly. Me and Jeff are gonna buy it for you, and it's gonna be a surprise, and you're gonna be so happy. Now you're able to murder people at even faster speeds.
However, you will have to purchase the Operate Aeronautica skill in order to use it.
God fucking, I just gotta operate Void Ship.
Unfortunately, a jetpack is not a spacecraft.
Yeah, I'm just fucking
Wait.
like absolute zero overlay between any ship skills.
Wait, that's how. Oh, that's what you need for. Can I get a jump back too? I'll just
Behold, as
dump
I
a
break
few.
my neck.
Yeah. It is. It's just the operate aeronautica and not tech use to not die, right?
I guess what I'm really mad about is I never got to use that Void Ship.
Don't worry, you will. You will.
That's fair.
We've Still have not actually gotten to do a proper space fight. The one we got into, we solved by throwing you and the other sword boy at things. Or
If we
sword
did it
girl.
properly, we would have fucking died.
Yeah, no, again, that was the best thing we've ever done, and by far the coolest, so it was good. I'm glad we didn't have to just slug it out with a Tau fucking battleship and a Q ship.
Or the human ones.
Also, yes, chat says you will become the Meow DeLorean.
Oh god, that is where this is going.
I think you mean this is the way.
This is the way.
This is the fucking way.
Right. So, is there anything else anyone wants to make sure is done before Mezoa?
Well, if Ella was throwing a bajillion rolls at things, can I throw some rolls at trying to acclimate to Ultima's senses?
You are at risk of cancer.
Yeah, so I figured the first roll is probably going to be Medicaid to try and help against that. Prepare plenty of anti-radiation suppositories and whatnot, and get some like leather line or lead line clothing. And also come to realize that I should probably do this in very short spurts when possible. So let's.
Or you can give up your flesh and embrace the certainty of steel.
I could. Or I could be an amazing doctor and never have to worry about cancer. In fact, I will cure cancer.
Or that, I suppose. That's okay.
It's fine.
All right.
Kind of wanted to save that for the operate rolls, but you know, whatever.
Sure. So, Juno, you are able to just inject, whip up a cocktail of anti-radiation drugs and essentially, you are massively decreasing the risk of cancer. So you should probably mark this down. So long as you have suitable time to prepare yourself and take your anti-rad treatment, you will have a plus 40 on the toughness tests to use as a knight.
Excellent. That is extremely helpful.
Yeah.
Good job, Juno.
Ow. There is the matter of the becoming.
Yes. Juno's already done this before, so she'll repeat the process from last time. Which I believe was like fasting for a day and meditating on the spirits of her own ancestors.
Yes. And now I'm let's see, I'm looking to see if there was any well, any guidelines on tests for
don't-
the becoming?
Think so. It kind of assumes you already are a knight. I think last time it was a willpower test, like this 20 from Juno's prep.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You're gonna get brain wiggled into being the most honorable.
That's fine. It's not like Juno became even more protective of all her friends the last time. Oh God! Let's re-roll that. Jesus, that's leaking your brain out your ears, Juno. I know it's gonna be no, it's fine.
There you go.
Oh, it's a little more difficult this time.
Oh, I should have said roll low, but oh well. Oh well. That's why we have fate points.
Well, yes, there is pushback. You have already been marked by previous psyches, and so joining with the Adducto Ultima is sorry, it was yes, Judicatio Ultima is more difficult. And for a moment, voices of the ancestors feel as if they are going to overwhelm you, but you can push through. Join your voice with theirs and come to an admittedly unpleasant but a equilibrium.
That is not as easy the second time. Don't worry, my new friend. We will restore you to your former glory, so call your wrath. I will be a worthy pilot for you, I swear it. Just give me time.
Alright, now I'll ask you to make a Psyniscience roll.
Okay. Is this for melding Juno's like soul sight to the walker?
Yes.
All right. Before we start that, I'm probably gonna flood the chamber, like the cargo bay he's in, with psychic incense to make it a little easier to start off with. You know, we'll ease into it before we go cold.
Alright.
I can maybe get a bonus off that. Never mind.
Yeah, you did not need it. It's gradual, and it's imperfect. It's much less clear than even your soul sight is, but you are able to learn how to work with the machine. It likely helps that there the imprint of so many souls already on it. You can actually see, or at least feel, the information the knight is picking up, and, well, you aren't going to be a crack shot. You are probably going to struggle to spot anything in camouflage, or and very much you aren't going to be able to read through this. But you'll know where your friends are. You know where cliffs are. You can indeed avoid just walking off a cliff and killing yourself.
That was a concern. Yeah, just stomp off into a magma pool. All right, excellent. I do not need a spotter to walk. That's a good step towards progress.
Yes. And could you make me an operate test?
Sure. Operate surface. Do any mods?
No.
Okay. And I will take a fatigue to increase that by 5 DOS. Because I'm a hotshot pilot, and if I'm doing anything in a night whilst blind and succeeding, goddamn, that's impressive.
Yes. You can absolutely do that. So, yeah. The Eudicatio is a little bit slower than Lupus was, but it has its own speed. The speed of slightly heavier armor on the sides, and the speed of righteousness.
Speed of DACA.
Mm-hmm. Can get used to the differences quickly enough, and by the time the journey ends, you'll be pretty damn good.
Good job, Juno. You did it.
Now, that toughness test, you
Yes.
enjoy your plus 40.
Which I need because I'm a weedy little nerd. All right. It mattered.
Yes. I'm also glad there is plenty of room for you to fail and start taking your damage.
Yes, I am. Juno is very vulnerable to horrible sicknesses and diseases and cancer. He's really got to stay on top of her doctor visits. Oh wait.
Because yes, if the damage does ever stack up and reduce your toughness to 0, you do just die of radiation poisoning.
It's just Gilliam. His name's Gil.
It's French. No way it's that easy to pronounce. Although he might just be called Gil. I'll call him Gil.
Yes, I mean, it is just. It is basically just William with a French accent. William. Or, which then turns to Gilliam.
What is William only in French?
Mm-hmm.
No, I have to ask because there's another Grandmaster named literally William, not Guillaume or
I
Guillaume.
was
William of.
was he actually a Frenchman? Yes, he was. Okay.
I mean, I think William is actually is actually a French name. Wait, isn't Robert also a French name? Or Robert? As in, like, more or less originated in France or did
Probably not
Parisian?
expecting an answer from me because I don't know shit about France.
I'm asking Merzendi.
It is apparently ancient Germanic.
Hmm.
Oh no, that's even worse.
Coming from, I don't know how to pronounce that. Perhaps Rothy and Berta, which is fame and bright.
Nice. Oh. Hmm. I always like learning things like that.
And William is also Proto-Germanic origin. It's about helmets.
Hmm.
Well, it's like it's Wilhelm. So
Hmm.
alright, well, oh yes, that was the thing I wanted to do.
So does he have a middle name like Stein? No? Okay.
I'm. I don't know. It took me this long to to find a good first name.
Oh. Juno thinks you should give him like Stein as a middle name to make your old man happy.
Okay. Wait. Is that no? The Stein is his first name, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
his surname is
Okay.
Reeve.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That should. Yeah, that'll work. If I if I have a daughter next, I'm gonna have to find some names for my mom. And presumably they will all be buried under titles. Or Gil's names will all be buried under titles from here on out as well. So
A little Babas token.
There a Babu token?
Yes.
wait, where's Babu token?
Right under your character portrait.
Ah, there it is.
Guillaume is to Baltus as Servant is to Juno.
Properly biblical.
That is a great.
I
token.
like that is a cute little. That's an angel. I feel like I've seen that angel before. A cherub.
I will post the source image in VCT.
No, nope. Not either of the ones I was thinking of. Is that meant to be Virgin Mary? I don't think so.
No.
No, it's the halo on the baby and the halo on the dad is throwing me off. Oh, everyone's got a halo. Okay, never mind.
All holy.
Mhm. Yes.
Cute baby Raphael. Oh, is that meant to be a quote unquote self portrait from her?
No idea.
Because he's one of the Renaissance. Uh, he's one of the Renaissance artists. I think actually, wasn't he a painter? Anyway,
All right. So, as you have indeed come up with a good name, and having a child is a pretty big deal for someone's life. You may have a fate point.
yay! Yeah. I like how you did that all in a French accent too. Now I guess I have to just accept the fact my son is going to be French.
It's okay. You can teach him better.
At least he's not German.
Wait, the rest of the Imperium are Germans.
I
Oh
like
no!
to think of the Imperium as American. Just Americans LARPing.
Yeah, they speak with like British accents, so technically they're English.
Yes, the English LARPing is German.
Okay, yeah.
Damn it,
Okay.
Augustus! Stop it!
As it turns out, time in the Imperial Navy causes a significantly lowered sperm count.
It's a good thing Mora's in that we got the little baby stage. There ain't a whole lot of lovemaking in the Corbec household right now.
Mm.
You know, I'm not. You know, unless we get a maid. An au pair, isn't that what it's called?
Possibly. Right. So now I will put the question out again. Is there anything else anyone wants to do before you get to Mezoa, other than fail to reproduce? Poor Juno.
Juno has a couple things she wants to do on the trip from the warp to Mezoa, but not during the downtime.
Okay. Anyone else?
I was tempted to also rub the railgun on Ceiko, but
That man has
Winter
an
Bob.
amazing sniper rifle already.
What?
yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a downgrade for him. He gets 3
I
Yeah, I
defense
don't.
using that.
I'm eager to stay on target. I wish to get to the violence.
I don't know if there will be any violence today.
Probably not, but I was hopeful.
So what's this about a sniper rifle? I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it, pal.
Okay.
Just hit your damage real quick. I want to see something.
Whose damage?
Ceiko sniper rifle.
Seiko's sniper rifle. Because I think he can easily outdamage. If we
Okay,
don't
let's see here.
outdamage.
Jesus.
Yeah, you see, he can easily outdamage, and then he throws the crit, and that's just a normal sniper rifle.
I mean, technically speaking, I can't. That wasn't a crit. It's got to be on the first one.
Oh yeah, it's not a crit, but still, I have a
Yeah.
railgun, and I barely keep up. Barely. So yeah, he does not need his fucking railgun. His sniper rifle already outpaces my railgun.
My sniper rifle is a railgun. We
Exactly.
got the upgrades.
His railgun is better than mine, so just behold the terror that is Ceiko. To put everything into perspective.
All right then.
Oh, Ceiko's kid's nameplate doesn't turn on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I did misspell it.
No. You spelt it sensibly. Sadra did not.
I kept thinking it was Oscar with a K.
That would be a sensible way to spell it.
It would be. Oz. Got it. He'll probably just be calling his boy Oz a lot.
Name your kid Ocelot.
All the Ocelot.
I was
Oh,
I
God,
was
no.
thinking. I
I walked into that, but
well, right.
You know,
That's
also
it.
known as Alachaska.
no, this boy is going to be trained on sniper rifles, not pistols.
You say that now, and then you're gonna see him just twirling two pistols.
See, you're gonna try to go hard father, going like, no, we're a sniper father family. We're gonna push him away from their close quarters revolvers.
Yeah, he rebels from your teaching, becomes a gunslinger.
He knows that 6 shots is enough to kill anything that moves.
Really reloading in the battle.
You can't compare how good it feels to feel the hammer slide to a railgun, Dad.
Reaper's got a point.
He has 2 sawn-off sniper rifles he slings on his hips, all the way down to his feet.
Okay, so I guess he is now Obrez Oscar.
Yes!
Oh my God.
His future nickname. The Lobrez.
Right. I think it is Mezoa time. Can close in the automated turrets track your approach as gunners turning to watch you, but you are welcome here. So no shells fire, no last energy beams rend the void to unmake you. No hostility at all. Indeed, there are several times you receive little vox pings from the stations greeting and welcoming you. Oh, yeah. Though they don't show it, there is no question that your arrival and the vast cargo hold of food you have is welcome.
I like feeling welcomed.
Indeed. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's something I need to do before we make planetfall. Juno is going to turn and walk off the bridge, for once, all by herself. And she is, now that we are safe and secured and there's no real likelihood of anything else happening to the crew on this particular journey, she is going to do a walk through the whole of the ship, front to back, talk to all of the officers that have made it through here, because we did lose like 2 population, which is, 1,200 dudes-ish. And she is going to collect all the names of those who perished during the journey. And once she has done so, Juno is going to get a couple buckets of paint and a brush, and she's going to go to the big arterial hallway that stretches the breadth of the ship. And starting with the name of the astropath who gave his life ensuring that any of us survived the Battle of Bainmore. And then going down through the list of the crewmen who perished, she is going to begin inscribing them onto the wall in memoriam.
Holy shit, you remembered.
The captain does not forget those who sacrificed their lives on this ship.
Their sacrifice may be expected, but it is still appreciated.
Well, but it's mostly going to be like a downtime and provision session, so might as well just spend your XP real quick.
And in so doing, if it is okay, I'd like to use my once per session restore morale function. Onto the ship.
Yes, very much earned.
All right.
If there is a test of that, you can have a plus 15.
Okay. And see, we got a peer down on that. Okay, so that is 8 morale back, or sorry, 12 morale back because it's 2 per DOS.
I believe that caps you out. Yes.
Yeah, just barely. And 105 morale. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
All right, now I'm good.
All right. Any other prep anyone wants to make before you arrive?
Nope, I think we're good.
Dude,
Sorry, Flem.
All is green.
Yeah,
All right then.
I mean, so we're just gonna wait for Narcia to unleash the demon host, and then and we'll have fun from there.
I do not need to unleash something that can walk about the ship freely. It's already unleashed.
Steve appreciates it a great deal.
All right then, crew. Let's make ready to dock with the ring. We have supplies to unload, and I'm sure Eloa and Narcia are eager to be off and away.
And I guess I can help with unpacking.
You're welcome to, but there's several metric tons down there, and we have thousands of laborers for the task. But I
Well,
won't
what else?
dissuade you from honest work.
What is there else to do here? Not a completely secure and safe planet, yes?
Juno would glance out the window at all the destroyed Tau ships in orbit, but
Yeah, they just recently attacked, so obviously they're not going to keep attacking.
Can we
If you-
salvage some of those?
If you
those aren't ours.
if you desire, you can I will approve your application to join in the combat simulations.
Well, it would be something. I'm certainly not going to say no.
Disclaimer: the Adeptus Mechanicus does not have a non-lethal setting for our combat training for elite Scutarii or Merzendi. What are they called? The war magoses.
Dominati, Reductors. There are quite a few
Magos
different
Dominus,
types.
Or for the non-lethal setting for the elite Scutarii or Magos Dominati.
Aw, Eloa, you know how just to excite me.
Narcia, could you bring up the paperwork? I'll put my stamp on it.
Oh boy. Yes. Why, yes, I can. Do I need to actually make a roll, Merz? Because this seems like fairly routine.
This is fairly routine.
Okay. I don't want to risk, like, rolling a 100. And
Yeah, I didn't think there'd need to be a roll. It's just like, you know, visiting Magos's member of their team wants to receive some join in the combat training. She understands that limbs blown off will need to be replaced, etc., etc.
So, yeah, we'll be greeted by a yes, you will be greeted by a maniple of Skitari led by a mid-ranked adept waiting for you when you dock. The adept makes the sign of the cog, and the Skitari all present arms in one motion.
Eloa will return the sign of the cog and tap her omniscient staff in greeting. Greetings, adept.
Hail, Majos. Lord Fabricator Decabron passes his regard onto you and bids you welcome to the sacred land of Mezoa.
It is incredibly satisfactory to once again walk on and walk in the Omnissiah's light. We have much cargo to offload, and on a personal note, I would simply enjoy touring the planet for a bit. I have not been on a Forge World in many years, not counting those even when lost in the warp.
Ava, you are permitted freedom of the world. However, please be aware we are on a war footing, and as such, some areas may be hazardous to venture into.
Understood. I will ensure that the more fleshbound of my compatriots keep to the approved areas. And Eloa is going to switch over to Technolingua. I wish to test out the capabilities of one of my machines on the planet. Is there a large area that a large plane suitable for my needs?
Affirmative. Such can be prepared. Note, however, the surface is unsuitable for the employment of sacred god machines. The planet, though reinforced with metal, is unstable. They may sink into the magma.
Alright. The god machines are titans.
Yes, he is saying, he doesn't know what type of thing you have. It's unlikely you have a Titan tucked back in there, but just in case.
Juno, you don't know what's going on. This isn't Technolingua now.
Oh, all right. Okay, fair enough.
And Eloa hasn't told you anything about this. Although, then again, if you wanted to test out your knight, I suppose, Eloa will cock her head. I also have a desire to test out the capabilities of a whatever pattern knight. Moirax pattern knight on the surface. Is the tonnage too much for the planet to bear?
Knights are within suitable weight categories for employment. There is a momentary beeping, and says, "He have also been informed the Grand Order of Hermetica have a number of sacristans awaiting your arrival."
What's a sacristan?
One of the menials that helps take care of knights.
Ah, okay.
Less menial,
Was
more
that
like specialized tech priest.
so was that in still in Technolingua?
Yes.
Very well. I will. You may proceed with your duties then, Adept. Thank you for your welcome.
Once again, makes the sign of the cog, and yeah.
The caretakers of your knight are available.
Ooh, excellent. I was not terribly afraid that they would shun a random nobody knight, but I suppose on a war footing and attached to House Lupus, that would be silly. Good, excellent.
I would request that after a short amount of time. Merz, how long would it take for Eloa to transfer the Triaros to the surface?
How high a priority are you making it?
Secondary to everything else we need to do.
Then probably 36 hours.
I would request that you set aside a time of at least 4 to 6 hours, 36 hours from now. There
Sure.
is something I want to give you.
Oh. Well, all right then. Sure. Assuming the Knights of Hermetic are done with me by then, I'll be happy to come along or whatever.
Come then, I will show you to them.
Juno makes a tiny little squeal, then composes herself and straightens her back and follows along.
Just gonna go where the where the adept said they'd be, or just access that information.
Sure. You can absolutely just get that in Finnerbot.
Well, presumably collect them and bring them back to the knight, and let
Or take the knight to
Juno.
them, whichever they want. I
Well,
imagine they probably want to have, their tools and shit.
Well, I suppose I'll contact them and ask them if they want us to begin transfer of the knight to their. I don't know what it's called in this, but in BattleTech it's called a mech bay.
Very good question as to what it's called in this. I have no idea.
Call it I guess we can just call it a night bay for now.
There is a term for where a house
Nighthold?
stores all of its knights, but this is not Hermetica's planet necessarily, so it's probably just some forge somewhere.
Nighthold, night bay, something like that.
Something like that.
Nighthold sounds cooler. We'll call it that.
Sure.
So, do they want us to transport the knight to the Nighthold?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I guess that's what we're going to spend our time doing, and it's going to take a while to transport a whole ass Imperial Knight, so.
Yes. It takes a while to do most things.
So if anyone else wants to do stuff, now's your time. No. While incredibly funny, we're not deja vuing a knight.
I was thinking more Pacific Rim because they get transported all around on Chinooks, but yeah, I mean,
I always forget that movie exists, but whenever I remember it, I don't hate it.
it's a really good movie. Solid 8 out of 10.
So, anyone else have anything they want to do on the Mechanicus world while Juno and Eloa are busy? This is a place where you can get some of the most advanced tech in the galaxy, so.
Well, want that jetpack.
I think Narcia and Jeff are getting that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even know about it yet.
I
You've
wouldn't.
never seen a jetpack.
Hey, look, you'll have a chance to test out your, you said you were waiting for the violence. Eloa gave you an opportunity for the violence, and you get to try out the violence with a jetpack. Oh, okay. So, Narcy, you're back. Eloa and Juno have to go through the laborious effort of moving a knight to the Nighthold. So,
Yes.
jetpack cat. Because that's what we're doing. What are you doing?
Well, let me try to see if I can get it with influence. So it's extremely rare.
Did
Yep.
you?
Knock that down to just rare then, because master paperwork.
Did you
Or
take?
very rare.
Sorry. Did you take Archaeotech Specialist?
No, I'm just
or artifice armament.
Just knock the rarity down because I'm the master of paperwork. That's how it works.
No, I was just saying if you took artificer armament, it's a tier 2 thing, and you can put down the rarity 1 more from that too.
How much XP would that require?
It's general and tech. Do you have tech?
I do.
Then it would be. Hang on,
100.
300 XP. Yeah.
I can afford that. So it'd be down to a minus 20.
So you can write it down for yourself. Artificer armament is on page 25 of Mandragora.
Yeah, let's fake that. I fucked up the modifier, but you know, it's just enough. It's just enough. They're supposed to have 2 more degrees of success on top of it. Minus 20 fucking plus 0. Jesus Christ.
I mean, hey, it's enough. You don't get any fuel with it either, and it hasn't been painted yet.
Oh, what about my 2 degrees of success?
What 2 degrees of success?
Well, I fucked up the modifier.
Did you?
Yeah, I put a plus 0 there. Which means I also get the instruction manual.
The plus 0 wouldn't make it. Doesn't make a difference there.
Oh, okay. Then that's good. I have exactly 1 jetpack. No more, no less. It didn't even give me a fucking instruction manual. Or a warranty. Bastards.
There is no need for an instruction manual. You just press the big red button.
But how do you land?
Yes, you will eventually land. Next question.
Aim at the nearest squishy flesh bag.
Aim at the nearest Xeno and or Heretic.
I'm not a space marine. Okay, wait, it's for Amelie. Amelie's getting the first one. Right, all right.
Yes. And me and Jeff are going to present it as a surprise.
Unfortunately, I can't buy anything. I got as much money as Narcia, so I'm broke.
That's still a lot, you realize.
I know.
The poorest member of this party is, by Imperial standards, quite well to do.
Yeah. That's Actually,
just as poor as I was when I first made this character.
I've got a little bit more money than when I started, but you know.
I mean, I've gotten a fair bit.
Yeah, just a fair bit.
I have enough to move galaxies, said Juno.
Yeah,
I was literally
know.
about to push my influence button, but Merz told me to wait. Well,
who is the cheat? Who is the brokest? Is it me or Narcia? Well,
no, it's Amy,
both.
I think.
It
No,
might be
Yes. Far and away, it's Amy.
sitting at 30.
Poor
Yeah.
Amy.
Okay,
She spent all of her influence and then also got cat ears.
To beat.
I think she went down to literally 1 influence at one point.
Oh, that's right. Like right at the beginning. Yeah, that's what it.
I was like sub 10.
Yeah.
I think it was like 5 influence. I forget what was before we just got our big influence payout.
It was single digits for a while. Then you got some, and then you lost almost all of it again. But
first of all, I didn't lose it. I wisely invested it into myself again.
No, I mean, everyone
stress.
lost a bunch of influence when we did the time warp.
Oh, right.
I lost a lot.
Yeah, Balti and Narcia both lost a shitload.
Yeah, we rolled for that, didn't we? I thought I got lucky on that.
I didn't roll.
Yeah, but you didn't have much to begin with.
Merzendi told me like 2 sessions later about it. I'm like, wait, why is my influence so low? I just got. She's like, oh yeah, I rolled for you, and yeah.
Yeah.
That is what ticks me off. That is, A, no one told me. B, it happened off screen. So I'm like, I just got 20. I should be like, I was just shy of 70. I should be like in the 80s at least. It is like, oh no, you lost like a third of your income. Oh, thanks. Like enough to buy two of these fucking suits that Baltus wears.
That's
2.5.
still a literal fortune, my guy. Each one of those
That's how
is
much
like
that's
the
how much I
GDP of a
lost.
planet.
I lost 2 of those. The equivalent of.
Yeah, I'm over here going this like, yes, I feel the sting with my 30 influence. Only if I had that much to lose.
Meanwhile,
Listen,
I escaped
I
the worst
only have
loss
double
by
that.
having a bunch of
Yeah.
actual physical money on me.
Meanwhile, Juno lost 3. Juno lost
No,
3.
I lost 13, and then I gained back 36.
Yeah, I rolled half. I rolled average at getting money
See,
back.
this is why you should all keep all of your material wealth as physical bullion goods that you keep on your person at all times. That
Look,
way, if
Bob,
you get
all
lost
you're
in the
doing-
warp, no one can take it from you.
I tried
Bob.
that, but apparently Merzendi rolled anyway.
No, you
Bob,
no. See,
all that-
literally,
Bob,
Juno
Bob,
actually.
No. Shh. All that happened, right, was the GameStop. It was just the GameStop market crash all over again. You lost money after you were so used to being rich, and now you're mad about it. Obviously, it's more than that, but I'm joking.
I'm still.
The actual thing that happened was Juno converted a huge amount of her influence to actual like hard goods to go give to the pirates as part of our fucking ruse. And it turned out it was still a great plan even if we didn't go see the pirates, because then my influence loss was hugely mitigated by having piles of gold like a dragon. All right.
And actual dragons.
I don't have the dragons. Fucking Jock stole them.
They exist, and it's because of your will.
I mean, it is true. They do exist, and someday I will get my glorious golden babies back.
They're probably riding them into battle now.
Yes,
right?
I know for a fact they are, and it's fucking metal. I'm so
That
happy.
is glorious. That
All
is. Look at our fast attack units. Literal dragons.
And Piptus Mechanicus. Okay.
All right, Juno. There is a great deal of whispering when you attempt to make this requisition, and the tech priest you are speaking to turn to you, say, initial request denied. However, remain here.
Oh, okay.
It takes about half an hour, and you hear them long before they enter your soul sight. There's a procession of tech priests chanting, waving incense-filled censers, and carrying a large box. They form up before you, and the first priest then makes the sign of a cog, and from more arcane gestures, for finally opening the box, revealing within a shield made out of a single black scale. It would be large enough to completely cover your torso, and it has many arcane circuits built into its back. The symbol of a flame is inlaid in its front in red.
Whoa. What, may I ask, is that?
A relic left here in ancient days when Astartes shed their blood in defense of Mezoa. There has been consideration and debate for whomst is a worthy recipient. But now, the Omnissiah's children come to us. There is no question that there would be one, but there would be one better. So we make this gift unto the Flame Falcons.
I don't know what to say. I'm sure Lord Reynolds will be beyond honored. As am I and my crew. Thank you. He'll just bow reverently, more towards the shield itself than to the priests. Eloa, I just got a 10 DOS requisition storm shield.
Oh,
And
holy shit.
I think it might have been left here by our boy the Salamander.
Is it Archaeotech? Heresy, Salamander, Storm Shield. Dang. If it's not Archaeotech, it's certainly Artificer.
Yep.
So I guess I guess Reynolds gets to have a better and fun save than Jacques.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's happy with that. All that training with Amelie gonna come in handy.
Once Juno takes possession of this thing, she was expecting like just a big heavy shield she was gonna have to drag back to the Vigil, but now we're gonna have to get like some servants down here to properly, respectfully cart this thing up to the ship. Holy fuck.
I mean, just ask Eloa and her Scutarii.
Yeah, sure. Juno's probably still booping around with Eloa anyway.
They have a... Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, would you mind helping me get this up to the ship? Reynolds going to jump out of his armor.
A presentation of such a piece of the Omnissiah's craft will be a most pleasant ceremony to attend indeed. And Eloa will gesture to her Scutarii. Legatus, if you would do the honors.
Sure. He will, he'll be very careful and very reverential. They are quite surprised to be. They seem really quite surprised to actually get to be chosen to do that. You have excited Scitarii now. This has no mechanical effect, but they're very happy.
Eloa is very good to her Scitarii. But yeah, Eloa's not going to steal your thunder, so it's going to be sent to not the ready room, but surely like halls like this have like grand cathedrals and like a grand hall or something like that on the ship.
Oh yeah, we have a fucking drop cathedral. Fuck yeah.
Okay. Well, the Scutarii will take it there and then await the ceremony where you hand it over to Jox.
Jock's
Renault.
ass. Fuck that
Hey,
overgrown demon. He got my dragons. He's
Hey, I
had enough for
corrected
me.
myself.
All right. Yeah, once we're all there, Juno will just ping Renault's comms. Lord Renault, would you do me the honor of joining me in the cathedral? I have something of pressing need to present to you.
All right. Yes. Jacques will. So. Yes, Jacques will appear, cackle maniacally, twirl his moustache, and then steal it.
Give me back my dragon, you cocksucker!
Reynolds will appear very soon.
And we'll make sure that the hymnals are playing and the incense is lit.
Nice.
Sister Danderick, you sent for me.
Yes, greetings, Lord Reynolds. I had intended to, once we arrived on the planet, make something of a present for you, a shield with your chapter's crest emblazoned on it. Something very nice to make up for the difficulties we had on the Scorn, but the local Mechanicus have done us all a tremendous honor. Behold, a relic from the salamanders left here 10,000 years ago. Pull the little ripcord on the box and let it crack open.
By the grace of the throne, you honor me, Captain.
Please, you honor us by your presence, as the priests honor us with this gift as well. I deserve no credit for it.
Oh, do not undersell yourself. Oh, the magnitude of it may have been beyond your control. Even a simple gift of weapons is a great honor, and I can only thank you for. I can only praise you for such a thing, even as I give praise unto the Mechanicus for what form it takes.
Oh, thank you, then, and I pray as we near our entrance to this war in full, that this may serve you well. Let these Tau know in full now that the Flame Falcons have returned, and will brook no more of their filth on our sector.
Renault n- nods deeply and reaches into the box to lift the shield.
Yeah. Not so heavy as it looks.
He slips it onto an arm that looks like it was made for him.
We'll just say as much.
Oh my god. Salamander storm shields are baller as hell. Have you seen what they look like?
Yeah, it's like a black dragon scale.
Hang on. Just open a new tab.
Alright. So yeah, this is what Renault's parry looks like now, by the way.
It's a fucking storm shield. Can we even damage him?
I'm sure Amelie can pretty easily. The rest of us, no.
That
Oh, actually, no. That should have been a plus 50, not a plus 45.
He held back.
oh, that's a lot of parry.
Oh god. Oh yeah, that's baller.
Yeah, that is sick as hell.
Actually, is there any way we can improve Renault's armor while we're here? Just armor.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, I know it was repaired by Eloa, so it's probably better than new, but
Unless you are willing to wait the actual years it would take them to make a suit of artificer armor for him. Not really. No.
Unfortunately, this is Gun Gun Boom Boom Planet, not Armory Planet.
Yeah, the fact that we found this in their basement is pretty remarkable.
Yeah. I left a message. What about getting the wyverns / hydras for the house guards. Since this is the war world we're thinking of, right?
Yeah, this is the planet where the munitions and stuff are made.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I presume they also produced, other means of war. I understand the artificer armor. That makes sense. I wear artificer armor.
Yes. I mean, yeah. Yeah, they produce tanks and artillery and ammo for those, as well as ammo for starships. They also produce Imperial Guard regiments from their moons.
This was well, no, I just remember Savin asking about wyverns and getting stuff for the for the whatever you call your house guards.
My puppies.
Whatever the official name of the house guards are.
Well, you heard the captain. It's now puppies.
They're now puppies.
Yes, I'm sorry, Romus Lieutenant Colonel Lexer. You're now biggest puppy, Lexer.
Now top dog.
Oh yes, you're right. Sorry, that's
Augie.
way better.
Puppies are the privates.
You're right. Yes, of course.
Chief Porker. That's right. Chief
That
Porker.
that makes Amy the bitch though.
I don't think Amy minds. She has a jetpack. Oh, about to have a jetpack
I mean,
anyways.
I don't think she'd mind being just a bitch any day of the week. I will.
I mean, only if you win.
Is that how their lovemaking goes? It's just a fight for dominance every time?
Yeah, about 50-50.
Sounds
The other
about
time,
right.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see what we have in totality on the main screen of the Vigil's sheet, by the way. And the ship, I listed everything on the ship.
Where is it?
It's under ships. And then
it's
Oh,
at the
all
bottom.
the way at the bottom. There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
It's literally the bottommost handout we have access to.
Okay, I don't remember I don't remember what all we had.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's under Forces Garrison and also cargo hold for vehicles.
Yeah. I don't really remember Juno getting the her knight at all. I guess I left.
That just kind of happened at the end of last or second to last session.
Excuse me, Savin. They're 280 best quality Skitarii.
Oh, sorry.
Just edit that.
Also, speaking of which, you lost like 20 skitties. You might want to see if you can get those replaced.
Yeah, I was going to do so, but
Okay. That's why I'm thinking about it.
So
But yeah, we can get back to Juno requisition fagging later. If nobody else does.
Anyone? There's a whole Forge world here. You are all allowed to do stuff.
Well,
I'm
there's
just
a
waiting
whole
for.
Forge world. But what I need to do is wrap up my gift. Can I find anything to wrap up the gift with?
Loads of tinfoil.
Perfect. We'll use aluminum foil.
Just lead. Just put
Just lead.
no X-rays will pierce the.
I'm gonna cleverly disguise this jetpack as foie gras and sneak it up on the ship. Also ping Jeff for the big surprise. And track down Amy. Where's Amy?
Here I am.
Oh! Wow, you are both quick and quiet. I'm also been stalked by Eclectic. Where's Eclectic?
Hello.
Oh my god. You people gotta stop sneaking up on people. You just... Never mind. Amy! I have a gift for you.
Oh.
I just wasn't expecting it to find you and give it to you this fast, to be honest.
Well, I'm always talking about somewhere. Half the time's close to one of you.
Do you happen to know where Jeff is?
Actually, that's a good point. Where is he right now?
Because this gift was kinda his idea. I just got all the tedious paperwork out of the way, and it would not be fair if I revealed it without him around.
Be right back a second.
Oh god, you're fast.
Amelie will find him.
Yes. He is already headed in your direction. You just... he has a slightly slower travel speed than you.
God. You so... Reminds me of the time I almost tried to vent the ship. Not almost. Reminds me of the time I did try to vent the ship. Amy just ran right past me. I wasn't even being that sneaky. I was crouch walking.
To this day, I still can't tell if that was just a void or a lot of stress.
No comments.
Right then.
Here I am, boss. Princess.
Well, this is not exactly how I was expecting the surprise to go, but Jeff, the package has been secured.
Ah.
Okay, you're both killing me with curiosity here. What's in the box?
Well, you know,
Oh.
let's see about the cat.
Well, Princess, you know how a tower, they're all sneaky, shooty gits, and some of them can fly while they're doing that. And we were thinking, well, they melt like wet tissue paper as soon as you get close to them. Most people do when you get close to them, but them more than most. So, we worked out a way for you to get close to them faster, and this is the kicker, even the ones that are flying get right up close to them too.
Alright, I admit I'm interested in seeing exactly what this will be.
Amy, with the thing I am about to unravel before you, I am going to give your divine vengeance wings. I say as I slowly start unwrapping the fucking aluminum foil.
Crinkle, 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 crinkle.
Why don't you
This-
put so much plastic around it?
Look, I didn't have any good packaging material. I just had to work with what I was given. This is a jump pack.
You realize I can already jump, yes?
Okay, so you know the big thing we ride that flies us from place to place?
Yeah.
Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen out the window, or have you seen one of those take off from the distance?
Well, yes, generally, actually. Now that you
This
mention it.
basically straps turbines on your ass.
Isn't it that hot? I thought the whole point was that was supposed to be surrounded by metal.
Well,
I guess
the
I wear a whole
principle
bunch of
is
metal.
the same, but the technology is vastly different. This is nothing like a jet turbine.
How do these things work? I mean,
Now, that's a secret reserved only to the most at. I can give you the actual scientific explanation behind it, but it'd take too long.
I meant more, how do I use it?
Oh, yeah, no, you're gonna need to practice on that.
So you're saying this is a gift that presents a challenge?
Yes.
Perfect. That's what I want.
You can certainly see it that way. I think she likes Jeff.
Yeah.
Amelie's immediately starting to put it on, trying to test it. How does this thing work?
There is a big red button.
Trying to test it, and it's just like the first time Iron Man tried the jetpack and just slams into the ceiling, but because you're a cat, you land on all fours.
She sees the big red button, slowly turns to Narcia and Jeff. Fingers ever inching towards the button.
You probably want to do this outside, somewhere with padding.
Unless you want to slam into the plasteel wall, or slam on us, or slam on the collective, or slam on the security cameras, or that servitor over there.
I don't want to do any of those, but I do want to press the button. Okay, outside first.
No.
Come on, let's go.
Ah. You realize you're way faster than any of us.
I know, that's why I'm carrying you.
Ah! Okay, I guess I forcibly get carried along. I'm not fighting this. I know better than this. I remember last time when I tried to blow up the ship. Land my place.
So yes, you can go to a nice open area, whether that's up on one of the orbital rings or like down on the surface of the planet. Is up
Alright.
to you.
Alright, now how does this thing work? Do I have to say an incantation or something to turn it on? Or is it just this red button?
You hit the red button, and
He hits the red button.
Amy's gone.
then you
First
adjust
you
the
hit the
thrust.
red
Oh,
button.
God.
Then... Shoot.
There is a ripping sound, a bit of knocking, and then a roar as the turbines kick into life. Amy, your butt is very hot.
I mean, yes, that was known before, so nothing has changed.
Mm-hmm.
So glad
It's
I
now
can
got
take
flames
it.
pointed at it.
Well, considering my relationship with the Flame Falcons, that too has not changed much. But either way, I'm going to quickly unpress the button or turn that off as my butt is getting heated up.
Alright, so are you just pressing the button again?
Yes, I am assuming that it's going to turn it off.
No.
No.
You kick up into the air and shoot forwards a dozen meters in just a split second.
And it's today you learn that Amelie D does scream like a cat.
But does she land on her feet like a cat?
I think we're about to roll and find out.
I think it's like the higher up they are, the more likely they are to land on their feet too. Sorry, autistic rant.
All right. Yes, you could roll acrobatics for me, DCR.
Oh, okay.
See, I told you. Wait, can't you use acrobatics to like lessen your fall damage?
I believe so.
I mean, yeah, I also have catfall.
Oh, yes. Right, of course you do. Yes. For like a cat, you land on your feet or on your hands, whichever of those you prefer. You are in. As soon as the surprise wears off, you are in pretty perfect control of yourself. Oh,
Is the jet
Oh.
still on?
yes.
So you have her manic expression of shock and fear slowly turned into a wide Cheshire grin. And we're going to go zooming.
Oh my god, no.
All right. So, the this full speed mode will last until it will last for either 1 minute or until you press the big red button again.
I should probably inform you there is a bit of a fuel limitation.
Ah, that would probably be nice to tell her. Probably through comment, she is zipping around, going
Thank
wee.
God you have special ears, because I'm just gonna combat to you right now. You have approximately 41 more seconds of fuel.
Then I guess she'll use another 10 seconds before coming back and going, okay, so this is really, really, really fun, but why is there only a minute of fuel in it?
Well,
Cause you got it turned into overdrive, princess.
Overdrive.
it's not supposed... The flight mode is supposed to be quite short.
Really now? I figured that was just its normal use.
Well, the normal use for this particular model is... It does make you go faster, but not fast enough to get off the ground.
It does lift you up a bit, but yeah, it is meant for little short hops and leaps.
Ah, if it's jumping, it's augmenting.
It's a jump pack, after all.
Yeah. Hit
That's
it
what
into
I-
overdrive for like split second as you push off, and it'll carry you in a nice long arc.
Amelie will indeed try this.
Let her go.
Yeah. It carries you in a nice long arc. You have
Very
quite
nice.
a bit of momentum. You could probably brutally murder someone just by landing on them.
Does it increase natural jumping height, or does it just have its own jumping thing?
Say again, sorry?
Does it increase player tied jumping height, or does it have its own jump range?
It doubles it.
Well,
Doubles it. It also
But
turns
remember-
you into a flyer 12 for a bit.
if I remember correctly, your jump distance is also tied to your strength, right?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
So with 50 strength and a natural strength 4, I should jump very good.
Yes.
You also have cyber legs.
I do not. That was Graves.
Oh, okay.
Amy just has cat bits.
Fat bits and and some synth muscle, and also I guess some of the assassinatory tuning, whatever the assassin order name is. I'm blanking on it so bad right now.
Officio Assassinorum?
Yes, thank you. Some of the psychological and physical tuning from that.
Yes.
So she's more on the biological side.
Fucking terrifying. Okay, so Amelie is now officially classified as a ballistic missile in the planning board.
Yeah, she is just jumping all over. She's having fun.
Yeah, she needs some more training before she's listed as a guided missile.
Exactly, right? It's just a rocket.
She is an ICBM, an instant combat ballistic meower.
I love that.
That's brilliant.
Oh, that's brilliant. I have to get that put on the jump pack now.
Spray paint it on.
Oh, it's too good.
Okay.
It's fucking
Okay.
great.
I have a list of too many things I need to draw as soon as my tablet gets here.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh, this year. Oh wait, you got like a million things you're gonna draw.
I gotta get a tablet again first. I'm supposed to have one by Monday, but Wamcom decided they didn't want my money for some fucking reason, so I'm pissed at them. Yes, no. I'll have to take the training in Aeronautica.
He ain't gonna be cheap.
You finally have something to spend your XP on.
I mean, I did have something to spend my XP on.
It is much like when Baltus gets in. It's like, oh, I have something to spend my XP on. Oh, I have something else that immediately pops up that I need to spend my XP on. Cool.
There, I might not need anything more than just one rank. If it relies on agility, I got plenty of that.
You just need it trained in order to make use of it properly. You basically never need to make tests with it. Of course, basically never is inevitably going to happen many times. Like, you basically never use a sniper rifle to try to shoot down a missile.
Fair enough. I'll at least get the one rank, because that's pretty much all I can afford, since I do not have the intelligence specialty. Fieldcraft? Yes, the Fieldcraft. 200. Eventually, Amelie will swoop over and snatch up Jeff and let him have some fun being jumped around.
How much fun.
At the speed of sound.
Just put a hand around his wang and every bounce of the jump pack gets him off.
Just desperately clinging to his cat girl wife.
Isn't this fun? External.
He's a stormtrooper. He's definitely used to aerial insertions. He should be fine.
Yes. He's more used to grav shoots rather than actual jump packs, but he's adaptive.
Well, that was me. Also get Narcia in there later. But I have to ask Narcia.
God.
Say, do you wish to know what it means to be speed?
No, thanks. I am fine being slow on the
You
ground.
sure?
Yes, quite sure. Very sure. I am absolutely positive.
Well, all right. Tell me if you change your mind. Thank you for the jetpack. This thing is wonderful.
Jeff does know how to pick 'em.
He will hug tightly the both of you.
Oh, God.
Not too tightly. Before you say that.
Okay. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
glad to see you're enjoying your new jetpack.
I'm going to keep having fun with it and learning it. After all, I need to be able to have high proficiency with it when I fight the top.
Yes, and not slam into a wall.
Yeah, you have to slam into them.
Exactly. And while you're doing all of that, I should, There's something I needed to do, but I completely forgot about it. Oh well. Oh yes, update our data stores while we're in the civilized planet for the last 4 years. I can do that later. No. It just occurred to me.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any grav chutes. Do we have grav chutes? Do we have actual normal parachutes?
I don't know. I've never used one. In fact, have I ever been trained to use one?
If you know how to use a jump pack, you'll pick up how to use a chute well enough. There's plenty of overlap, and we've got like 5 in the gun cutter. Um, I remember seeing 5 at least.
I think we might need to procure a few more. There are more than just 5 of us. And I'm not saying that there is a possibility that we get shot and crash. But what I am saying is that there might be a possibility that we need to drop on some unsuspecting motherfucker and slit their throats.
Oh, that's the other part of my training. I just haven't used it yet because it hasn't been needed.
Do you even need the training at this point?
Yes, always, constantly.
You are absolutely terrifying. But in the best possible way.
Oh, I thank you, Narcia. But
Thank you.
I honestly do wonder if I'll need to do any fighting. Truth be told, I'm half expecting Juno just to walk up and talk to them and figure out how a way to solve the war between us.
Well, see, walking up and talking is the thing they try to do, and we respond by shooting them before they can get all the words out.
Are we the patties? Nah.
We are exactly what this galaxy made us out to be. If everyone around us wasn't trying to murder us horribly, humanity would probably be a hell of a lot friendlier, but, you know, one with the...
I mean, frankly,
the warp.
frankly, I think we're friends with at least a third of the things that have tried to kill us.
Yes, because a third of the things I've tried to kill us is human, and humans can be reasoned with. They're not inherently evil. The way the alien brain works is just not the same as your or mine. They'll always be trying to undermine us. It's in their nature. Trust me, if we could befriend them, we would have probably done so in the last 40 million years that have gone by. No.
Juno's making me never say never. Besides, it matters not. I think I'll be able to handle them just fine.
Oh, you will. Just fine.
After all, what are a bunch of blueberry nerds going to be able to do to me? And she'll like smile up at the universe and go, I hope you're listening so you jinx me and provide me a challenge.
Poor fucking Galaxy doesn't know what it's in for.
My jokes aside, I should probably take this training a little bit more seriously. I thank you for thinking of ways I can fight the enemy. This is necessary.
You can both fight the enemy and have fun.
I always do the same.
One leads to the other, but yeah, I see.
Right then, I'm continuing my practice.
And
I'll talk to you in a little bit. After this, I think I'm going to go train with Eloa a little bit.
Oh God.
I mean, that is the proper response. Non-lethal, very lethal rounds.
It's not rounds you have to worry about, but the radium weapons, and you'll do just fine.
I forget. Is 40k a universe that bother curing cancer?
I mean, Juno just fucking dead.
Fair enough.
No, Juno just worked out a big, a proper set of, chemical preventatives. But yes, there are ways that the Imperium fights cancer. Usually, it's by identifying the cancerous part, cutting it off, and then replacing it with metal.
Make sure to come in my sealed cat suit artifice armor.
And don't get shot.
That's the plan.
Anyway.
God, we have an entire fucking Forge World, and I'm afraid to do anything.
Well,
I got what I want.
I'm not.
Literally everything I want to do is actual heresy.
Alright, please wait until after I'm
We-
done getting
we
my
know
knight
this.
fixed. Before you start committing heresy. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna sit back and wait before I commit any more heresy.
I appreciate that, Snippy.
Oh,
You're welcome, buddy.
poor guy. Oh, lightning claws are inferior to magically enhanced swords. That
Yeah,
is.
no, but
And be honest, lightning claws are inferior to almost every other power weapon, if I remember the stats correctly. You can't parry with them for one.
Frankly, that's quarter talk.
I think Amy's dodge is better than her parry anyway.
It's not. Unfortunately, my weapon skill is just so good that my dodge could never catch up to it.
Well, I mean, fair enough.
And on top of that, she can't use that special parry then attack move.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, if she was wielding one lightning claw and then Calamus,
Oh,
that's not very aesthetic.
That's accurate.
So, you can parry with lightning claws?
I can. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, at least the ones in Death Watch, you can parry with. I don't know where. I have no idea where to even look to find lightning claws for regular-sized people. But yeah, marine ones you can parry with.
I just
only
kind of
war?
I just kind of assume because they have a power field and they're like mounted onto the back of the hand like Wolverine's claws.
Yeah, that makes sense that you can parry with them.
Yes, they are essentially just a power sword, but better. But they lose balanced, but get proven 4.
Yeah.
Look, if it wasn't for the Calamus, and even then, well, it's also because I have a good power saber already. It's like
They don't come with the force setting, do they?
Not normally.
Okay.
Force claws.
what is proven for though? I'm curious. What does that do?
So when you make a damage roll, if you get any number lower than a 4, it becomes a 4.
Kind of like that, but I don't like that as much as just doubling my penetration.
However, they have pen 8, which is what your pen turns into.
So they're already just better. Do I just drop my power saver and get a power claw?
Lightning claws are good.
I'll do it.
Admittedly, this is the Astartes-sized ones, so for you they would be like. Well, actually, let me open up core book to gauge the difference.
I suggested only war. I don't actually know, but that seems to be where I would think they'd be in.
Because I mean, also it might be oversized, which would actually still be kind of a problem. But also, Amelie's got like effectively 9 strength.
All right. So yes, for you it would have 1 lower damage and 1 lower pen. So it would be a D10 plus 5 and pen 7.
So still pretty good, especially for proven. And there wouldn't be a way I could overcome that downgrade, huh?
I mean,
You get best quality and you get plus 10 accuracy. That's something.
I guess you could, if you really wanted to, just get a Space Marine sized one. But, well, you're not a Space Marine. Admittedly, you do have a strength bonus of 9, so
So it's like
be fine.
Yeah, it's like effectively the strength of a Space Marine.
More than that. Well, actually, no, not more than the average one because of their power armor. But yes, the average Space Marine has, I believe, strength bonus 11.
Okay, so I'm a little bit weaker still.
Yes.
I mean, I certainly want to be like the sound of a best quality power claw. Okay, I'll go in on the Enginseer cat aesthetic. I've already been playing the memes up this much. I might as well.
Well, fair enough. It's very rare.
And for best quality?
That's another minus 30. So, this would be a minus 60, or you can spend 7 influence.
I will just spend influence.
Okay. The cat has got her claws.
Let me get down now. That 1d10 plus 5?
Yep.
7. The special is still messed up, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So put it in notes underneath it. So anyway,
I don't know who that is, but now I'm curious.
one of the Primarchs, he had big claws.
He was a massive fucking edgelord.
2 of them
Why are
had
you
big claws.
Scottish.
No, wait. 3 Primarchs had big claws.
Big
2 of them were
claws!
claws. And 2 of them were emo. The other one was Horus.
I don't know why the way you phrased that was so funny to me.
Look, I saw nothing like a Scot. I'm entirely too legible.
Hey, can you say purple burglar alarm?
No.
Why is that Rule 63 art?
Because it's cool.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
Also because, it is Amy, and, Amy is a girl, so femme occurs as a reference point as, I felt reasonable.
Fair. She's like the polar opposite of a goth, but yeah.
But yes, big claws, lightning pack, unnecessarily heavy armor, stealthy melee murderer.
That's pretty well. I mean, I'm leaving totally rock the aesthetic, just not the tone.
Okay, at what point do we get to see Amy get shot by a radium rifle or Giselle?
Hopefully never. I don't think they can hit her.
I don't know. I
They
think
they,
have
they don't need to hit her.
That's the scary thing about radiation.
They just fire enough shots and suddenly it's a storm of radiation infusing the entire area.
I feel like that shouldn't be allowed in a fucking practice arena, but okay.
Well, we're practicing, and what better practice
Than
than
cancer.
God damn, why are we so synced today?
The reality of it is, though, that they won't actually be employing rad weapons in the training. But once it's been pointed out that she's, the guest has not passed the Crux Mechanicum, there's a slight amount of pity from all of the Scutarii, and instead they pull out their Volkites, their grav guns,
They're Meltas.
They're shock malls. I'm surprised they even have a pity subroutine.
Only for other Imperials. It's very selective.
This is very, very good programming. God.
Okay, I don't say this in character because it would be too much shit talk. It would probably get me actually murdered. What I wanted to say is you only seek certainty in the steel because you lack the imagination of the flesh.
Damn.
Depends.
Boom.
If there were no other cogs around, Narcia would probably say, "You're not even wrong."
I wanted to
then
say that, but I was just like, those are some actual fighting words.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how the
yeah.
radiation guns get pulled back out.
Yeah.
The rest of the planet, those are fighting words.
yes, and then you see the Magos who has turned himself into a unspeakable sort of spider centipede tower monster. They have imagination.
And now, for once, you think that Eloa is the most sane looking out of the Mechanicus.
Yeah, that's not quite what I meant with my poetic reference of imagination, but you know what? I give it credit.
Now, that is actually a thing. Like, some Magoses just replace their entire lower legs with, like, the combination of...
I thought that was
it's
like
like
most Magos.
it's like if a Drider and a Centipede had a baby.
Yeah, it's like been most Magos art I've seen. Like most Magoses, basically don't look human unless you just squint really hard with their robes on. Unless it's specifically to draw 40k porn. That's usually the art I say anyways.
Yeah.
I do want to get art of Eloa, but unfortunately, hang on. Kid was fucking screaming again. I do want to get art of Eloa. Unfortunately, the amount of accoutrement she had will make almost every single artist I ask hate me.
Just
40k artist.
just hide her under all the red robes.
That doesn't work with the mechadendril she has. Like, I could conceivably hide the fact that she's a living spider hive, but the mechadendrils and the mechadendrite would be very annoying.
Just get her standing slightly side on, so most of them are off screen.
Or I might just get a bust.
Hmm. Indeed. Poor little washboard.
He's not that flat, but, like C cups at most. It's a very
Yes.
modest figure.
Oh, okay. I finally found just basic lightning claws.
Oh, where
I know
are
you
they?
found it forever. They're in the Black Crusade. I use the armory. Last page, lightning claw. 1d10 plus 6, pin 8. So I think you were right in every way.
That sounds like Legion-sized ones. So, Marines still.
Probably, but it's not listed under the Legion or Astartes. And I guess it's still under it's still Dark Crusade. Okay. Let's see. I keep looking at I was actually looking for something else, and
Anyway,
anyway.
Yes. So at some point, Juno, you are going to hear from the sacristans that they have evaluated Judicatio Ultima and have decided. Yes, I'm waiting.
I thought our thing was gonna happen right after we were done dropping off the knight.
Oh, sure, if you wanted to go do that, then yes, go do that.
Eloa it took 36 hours to drop off the knight.
no, it took 36 hours to get your Triarios down.
Yes, you did say that was, lowest priority.
Well, as compared to transferring the knight and transferring all the cargo off the ship. That's stuff that needs to be done.
Yes.
Also,
So how long does it take for us to drop off the knight and get it evaluated?
Probably 6 hours for it to be transported. So yeah, you would probably here at least for initial evaluation.
Okie
First.
dokie. Sorry, my mistake.
It's cool. They can bring it back up to working order However, the best they can do for the leak, at least in a in a reasonable time frame, the best they can do for the leak is a patch job on the reactor. They are they have the tools to completely replace it, but doing so would be a prolonged process. So it is up to you whether you want to give them 6 months to give it a heart transplant,
Oh my god.
or just accept a little lead patch.
In all fairness, 6 months isn't that long of a time in 40k time.
No,
In
it's
40k,
not.
no, but
Unfortunately, we're in the middle of a war, so yeah. We'll take the patch job for now, and then once we've finished the Moab campaign, maybe Juno will drop it off for a fuller workup.
my god.
And Eloa can spend her downtime working on it personally. After all, once I'm able to take the 4th rank of Archaeotech, she can do it much better than even the sacristans. Sacristan?
Yeah. But yeah, Juno will thank them for the patch that will be good enough with her radiation treatment to get her onto the battlefield, and that is what is important, as I'm sure they understand.
Yes.
Narcia does
See?
make a good point. We'll probably grab some spare parts and stuff for the night while we're here, just in case it gets damaged later.
My battle tech experience tells me to always carry at least 5 different sets of actuators in case you get shot.
a what?
Oh shit.
What were you gonna say, Merz?
Yes, I was going to say that yes, a very wise decision. I probably wasn't going to punish you for not doing it, but it is absolutely worth specifying, because now, even if I wanted to, it would be quite unreasonable.
Sweet.
So the sacristans will get to work on starting patchwork, and yeah, what new is it time to go and drift a train?
Yay.
Yeah. Also, Casa is mostly flesh still. Even Eloa's bones are mechanical now.
It would be a great idea for
Casa
me
just
to
needs to
get a
get some
couple of
spinal
surgeries.
reinforcements so she can carry her enormous jubblies around.
Or be like Eloa and have maglev coils.
Oh.
But no, she, for the most part, Casa only has like 1 or 2 augments.
Yeah.
Eloa has 20
Eloa's
something.
all of the augments. But yeah, let's drift a train.
Alright. So, Eloa is going to ping Juno after 36 hours. Please meet me in launch bay 6. And bring snacks.
Oh, okay. Sure. Juno will
For,
walk. Oh, go ahead.
for yourself. I have nutrient packs.
All
And
right.
I also don't need to eat much.
2 armloads of snacks coming up. Juno will walk out of cargo bay 4, where the knight used to be stored. Is working on the spare parts. We'll just like go to the canteen, pop some popcorn, and walk down the hall. Knock knock.
All right. And at the same time, Eloa will send a message to Narcia. You wouldn't happen to want to man one of the Triaros's guns, would you?
I would be delighted to.
I assume at this point, fucking Amelie is in her little training sesh, but she'll also extend the invitation to Baltus and Ceiko if they want to go on a joyride.
Why
I
not?
can train and joyride at the same time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, aren't you training with the Scythia?
Baltus would join.
I thought I was doing. Wait, I'm confused now.
Aren't you? Aren't you partying up with the Scythia? You know, leaping and dodging.
I mean, she was practicing her jetpack, and unless you're talking about,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
this isn't training. It's a joyride in a tank, because you know that it's to tear Juno up.
Yeah, no, I thought that's what we were going to do. I thought that was at the same time.
Yes, it's at the same time. It's just a different place.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, the combat training isn't on an empty plane.
Fair enough.
Sometimes it is.
Yeah, well, something correct, but
Not this time.
all right. When the people who, people will come over and Ella will gesture everyone onto the transport.
Oh, I thought we were going to have a movie night. Oh, hi everyone. What's going on?
A gift. Come on now. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Okay.
It'll be about an hour's flight down to the surface, so we can put on entertainment if you like.
Is it just elevator music?
Now, I mean, Eloa certainly has a ton of documentaries about the Mechanicus we can watch, but
I mean, Juno would actually like to watch that. She's not a specialist.
okay. Put on one of the Mechanicus equivalent of the like World War II propaganda films, and we'll switch over to text to speech because it's all in Technolingua. All right, and unless anything happens, we're going to land planet side. And Juno said, "Well, Ella will stand up. I will be back momentarily," and then descend a hatch. And then there's the sound of the roaring sound of an engine being turned on. And Ella was going to pilot the Triaros outside of the building, and well, the building, but the dropship. All right, come on out.
Juno will walk up, give the big tank a pat.
Eloa will key the side where the hatch is open. In you go.
Oh, okay. Further still?
Oh, this thing is so nice.
And Eloa is going to lead Juno over to the pilot seat and sit her down. There is empty planes 100 kilometers in each direction. Feel free to put the Triaros through its paces. Don't worry about running into anything. It has a shock ram.
What? It's not the only thing this thing has.
Are you sure? I mean, I haven't driven for almost a year.
Knock yourself out. I am going to be recording this for recording the data for future combat engagements. And besides, I thought you might miss it.
I have
And
no
this
idea
is
how
nothing.
much.
And this is much more than a simple chimera.
Well, let's see what this
Com-
baby can really do.
This is the galaxy's premier combat bumper car. I say as I plug in my MIU.
Eloa's gonna also plug in her MIU and then begin recording.
And then we get fried.
No, the rest of you, if you want, you may man the guns. Just don't shoot our transport, please.
Oh yeah, you might want to have that take off. I don't want to shock ram it either.
Unless you throw it into reverse. That will not happen.
Well, if she does anything that would endanger our lives or those around us, we are both plugged in with our MIUs. We can just pull the brakes.
Ah, excellent, yes.
The system,
Idiot proof.
the system is Galaxy Standard. By your leave, Commander.
Rooms the engine, and, yeah, let's fucking drift the tank.
All right.
I'm gonna fucking take another fatigue for that shit. Yeah. Give me them $5.
Anytime that it looks like she's about to run into a rock or something like that, Eloa is just gonna flick on the shock ram.
It gets fucking pulverized. Meanwhile, I'm having fun with the pew pew and the bang bangs. The kaboom. Pew pew. That's how you shoot, right? You use operate?
No, you use your ballistic skill, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh well. My
And
ballistic skill is shit.
I wish it was fucking operate. Then I'd be an amazing shot with a tank.
Let's see. Where is the Triaros? And I can tell you what guns you're playing with. Engines of War. Triaros Armored Conveyor. Your weapons are 1 hull-mounted Mauler bolt cannon and 2 sponson-mounted Volkite Sentinels. And the shock ram. The ram attack also has a haywire quality.
Oh, sorry, it's only $2 with this ability. Poop. Oh, still. I drift.
You drift.
Hear the Euro beat in my head.
I hope some fucking, Magos is sitting in a planetary surveillance satellite somewhere looking at this shit going, what the fuck?
Can't you see the
I'm
conviction?
fairly certain that Amagos of all people would understand the thrill of
Doing donuts in the
piloting.
tank.
Yeah, especially in Archaeotech Triaros. Because this is a transport vessel from the Great Crusade and Heresy era.
Fuck yeah.
Its defenses are not only heavy armor, but layered technocant wardings and interlocking energy shields, and repairs itself. But yeah, Eloa will be content to let Juno pilot the tank around as long as she wants.
Oh yeah, it's been like a year since she got to drive anything at all, and this is a fucking super tank. She is gonna enjoy this as long as she can until she fatigues out on hot-shotting. Which, given that she's a noodle, is actually not that long.
That's fine. So, a few hours just joyriding.
Oh. This is a hell of a machine you've got here, Eloa.
Records state that it's at least 10,000 years old.
Well, it drives like it's just off the factory floor. But the
The
wrath of
wisdom
an
of
ancient behind its engines, too.
the wisdom of the ancients is unquestioned.
That it is. I only wish I could see what damage we've done to the terrain. I remember at least 20, 30 large jostles from rocks. I'm sure the Magi watching us from orbit are likely thrilled getting to see this old girl put through her paces.
Indubitably.
Well, thank you, Eloa. That was... You know, of all the things that have happened since we started working together, watching you grow into such a considerate, open-hearted woman has been perhaps my greatest joy. You are a true friend. Thank you.
It is not as if this is entirely without benefit to me.
Sorry.
I have an incredible amount of data now. But yes.
Don't
It
worry, I'll
turn-
blast for you.
Being raised in a creche and put into your position from the age of, I believe I was 5 solar cycles when I was placed in the library. It does not lend itself well to, shall we say, social interaction.
Well, you've certainly learned since then. Juno is going to unbuckle from the seat and lean over and give Eloa a great big hug.
I still am fascinated that you're able to do that without cringing too much. And a spider will run across her back.
Oh, please. The only reason I hesitated was to make sure the spiders had plenty of room to get out of the way. I'd hate to crush one of our little friends. Juno will pick the little spider up and give it a little snoot boop.
Just does a little, like jumping spider dance. Let's make a roll real quick. If it's a 10... Oh, it is Molly.
Molly!
Molly!
You pick up Molly, the fancy little spider bot. Well, I say little. They're like the size of tarantulas.
Juno will gently pet it before setting it back down on Eloa's shoulder.
Oh well. I'm afraid that I must take over the controls now. I am the one who's going to have to park it after all. And let's see how many pieces I have to replace off of our bouncing kitty, or how many pieces I have to replace from the Scitarii she's mauled.
She what?
Nothing.
She's training.
What's that about pieces?
Shake hand.
Don't understand.
Just
Did you
gonna beep.
Did you put Amy in a live fire exercise?
She is training with the Scitarii and the Magus Domini.
Do you not have non-lethal? Oh.
They're not using rad weapons.
Oh. Did Jeff come with us? Is he in this fucking tank?
I think Jeff's watching his girlfriend trounce Scitarii. Probably taking bets with, like, observing Magos.
That sounds accurate.
Juno's just gonna key her comms. Colonel Lexer, how's our girl doing?
Hello, Doc. She's doing pretty good. Already won me 3 rounds at the orbital bar. These Magi, I just don't know when to stop betting against her.
Well, that is good to hear. I hope she's unharmed.
Nothing permanent. Really, they are struggling to land hits. It's just occasional bits of shrapnel.
That's about what I expected, but still, I'm going to tweak both your ears when I get up there. Needless endangerment is, well, needless. That said, put 500 gelt on her for me.
Aye, firm.
Smile and hang up, shake her head. I can't stay upset with those two. They're so cute together.
It's mere training.
That's not what I mean. Still. Looks momentarily quite sad for a moment before she shakes it off. Well, let's go. I'd like to get the chance to listen into a match before they're done. If she can't be talked out of it, then I'll at least benefit from it.
Alright, Eloa's gonna drive the tank back onto the transport.
Oh, sorry, I just read that.
Yes, cool.
Man, seriously? Do I get to use Weapon Master on that, or do I get a Spit of Fate?
Sure, you can Blade Master that.
Amy!
Holy shit. There we go. And then Strength.
Yep.
There we go.
And you get like a bunch of extra DOS from unnatural strength, right?
Yeah, I get +4 from that.
Oof.
Uh,
Not bad.
you have US4, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it adds half its value as DOS, but
Okay.
still. So you've got
10 total?
442.
that last one would actually be a 3 and then a 5 because it's under 33.
Okay.
Uh, okay, so it would be 11 total. Now let's see. Skitaria. I'm counting on you, buddy.
Good start.
Alright. He is. Yeah, let's just do the exact same. Oh shit, that should have been. I clicked the wrong button there. I mean, I'll take the 52. It would be against 56. So, yes, it's the closest round you've had so far, but you do still ultimately prove triumphant.
Up a fight.
Say again, sorry?
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, they put up a fight.
Ah, yes. Right.
I imagine Amy's first indication Juno's watching is just her jumping up and cheering when she wins. Loud,
I see.
obnoxious meatbag noises.
Right.
Sorry, I just was reading something I might have to get.
You're saying, Merz?
Yes, I was, I think, about to call it a wrap here. Is, well, I am a tired cat.
Oh, this is fair. It's been a good session.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are fucking adorable.
It's almost insane how wholesome the party is in contrast to the rest of the lore and world going on.
Alright. And in recognition of that much cuteness, and it being Christmas, everyone can have 500 XP.
Yay!
And a temp fate.
Yo!
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Merz. I will proceed to spend our entire time upon this planet just stacking things onto myself. I already replaced my spine. Next up, I'll replace my entire fucking skeleton.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'll never be able to have an MRI again. I mean, I will, it's just there's not gonna be anything left of me after the MRI.
You know, you're right. I only have 20 augments. I could go in more.
Exactly. You get me. And you are Mechanica, so you can get them even cheaper than I can.
Aren't you a tech executor?
Yes, but I don't get the -20, I only get the -10.
Because she's a bureaucrat, she She has a much wider cost reduction, but it does not go anywhere near as deep.
I'll pay whatever the fuck I need to get a best quality reinforced exoskeleton.
They're really good, yes.
Oh, they're so good. They'll have bones made out of plasteel.
You get 2 armor points on all locations, and your armor max agility goes up, and you're fucking badass and covered in metal.
And clearly, I should get M cups that shoot lightning.
Next time you
So-
strip my flesh off with a plasma cannon, there'll just be an actual Terminator underneath it.
Okay, so there is going to be like a normal flesh covering over this exoskeleton. Okay.
course.
If you want that, Snips, it is another augment.
Hmm.
You do need to get fabricated flesh.
Juno is going to be really upset if we drop Narcia off somewhere. Next time she sees her, she's just fucking chrome.
You know what? Fucking worth it. I'll fucking do it. Or at least I'll seriously think about doing it because this is amazing.
Surely I can fire aluminum blasts from my tits, right? That's how that works.
Yes.
If you have the talent for it, yes.
I'm just happy with my new spine because I can just fire this railgun without bracing.
Why didn't you get it, the anti-grab plates on it?
Because that's actually much harder for me to requisition.
Oh, okay.
She
It's easier
also
to swap out your spine.
she also had to make it in a fit of divine inspiration.
Ah,
She-
okay.
Don't
she
phrase it
didn't-
like that.
She didn't. She did not actually requisition it. She.
I put this thing together. I'm very proud of it. And it just so happens that there is an identical pattern already registered that is just like this gun. Which means it's technically not tech heresy. And I absolutely did not. I repeat, I did not consult with a demon just to make a railgun. I consulted with a demon for an entirely different thing that I'm not showing off yet. Sure is quiet.
Has whatever size you have, but slightly bigger. Just like exactly 1 millimeter more.
That is almost as petty as fucking Mortarian.
Almost.
Look, that is
Not
7
quite.
degrees of petty.
Look,
What am I listening?
so if you don't know, Mortarian, the demon Primarch, on his demon world in the Eye of Terror, he has a perfect replica of the Imperial Palace, except everything, just every dimension, is exactly 7 centimeters bigger.
But why?
That doesn't sound like it fits together.
It does. It probably shouldn't, but it does.
Welcome to chaos, baby.
Goddamn warp.
Does that to make it slightly taller than the real thing?
Yes, it's just his Imperial Palace. It's like the Emperor's Imperial Palace, but very slightly better.
No, it would have to be
Slightly bigger. That might be better to Mortarian, but
just slightly taller. Which I guess by Imperial standards is how you make things better, but I don't Big E would just say you just coat it in gold himself. He's like, no, it's not bigger that makes things better. It's you just slap a bunch of gold on it.
But you see, it's 7 centimeters more gold.
Ah, yeah, that. Yeah.
Demon Primarchs are all silly, petty idiots.
Yes. Oh yeah, like Fulgrim's still fucking cloning like an exact clone of Ferris Manus, complete with memories, only for him to like completely fucking like you're a twat. Proceeds to get butchered again and again. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like the thing a Demon Primarch would do.
Mm-hmm. I know one of these times he's gonna turn. No.
Anyway, if you're watching on the stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next year for more Merzenhammer. Till then, take care and adios.